my live stream. My name is Empress, and I'm just kind of doing a check-in because I have been on this weight loss journey ever since I've having children, up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, most recently, I say right before the pandemic, um, I had like 100 pounds. I went through some major life changes, from moving to all kinds of madness since then. So now I'm at a more stable place, and what I'm finding is over the years from like 2018 till now, I have created so many, oops, sorry guys. I've created so many bad habits that now the things that I know to do and know how to do, it has been a real struggle for me to stay consistent. So one of the things that I'm implementing is mirror work to help me with my consistency and keeping myself accountable for following through on this weight loss journey, because it's so easy just to be like, whatever, not today. I'm going to go ahead and eat um, this cake today. Or what I was doing was, well, the first week of the month, I'm going to go ahead and have all my junky food, and the rest of the month, I'm going to, be strict. And what I end up happening is it ends up spiraling. So I started doing this mirror work on one of my other platforms, TikTok, to kind of, talk to myself, because I am my I'm my biggest challenge. I can't motivate other people if I cannot motivate myself. So I'm constantly working on making sure I'm changing my mindset, and that's been has been my focus as part of, like, I did not realize the layers of the fat girl that was in me and what I need to do to get her under control. Because I was always a small person. And I remember when I was younger, they used to say, "Oh, that's that fat girl in you." Because I would eat, they say, "You eat like a fat girl." And I was like, whatever. But I was a skinny girl. But that fat girl was like, got freed and just went amok. So now the skinny girl inside of me is like suffocating because I am not used to it. I just haven't got accustomed to it. And so now I realize the habits that I have created, because I never really had to worry about weight. I have to unlearn and retrain myself to not follow the certain behavior. When I'm upset, I used to always go get myself some ice cream, or I'll sit in my bed and eat, what was it, Rolos and things of that nature. So I am retraining myself. Oh, I see a message. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm just running my mouth off because this is part of my mirror work. It's like talking to myself, and I've never really gone live on my phone before. So I'm sorry if I don't see the chat. Oh, I see the chat now. Hey, Hakeem. I try to reward myself and say, if I make it till Friday, or if I make it to Sunday, or instead of gold, and then if I'm good for that day, then I can have something before 6. Well, one of the things that I'm retraining myself to do, because that was not working for me, is um, I started doing walks, and saying and rewarding myself with like different kind of flavored drinks to try to cut back, and not sugary drinks, because I can't do the sodas or anything like that, because with everything, with the high blood pressure, borderline diabetes, and all that, I realized I had to cut all of it back. So now I'm trying to reward myself with something outside of food, which is retraining my mind, because what happens is I'll get the ice cream today, and then tomorrow I'll get something else, and the next day, then I've a whole 7 days of just bad eating, and then I'm trying to do the rest of the month of catching up. So for me, I've been doing more of the vegan options. Like I know like this past Sunday, um, I said I'm gonna go to IKEA. I know it's so crazy. I said I'm gonna go to IKEA and I'll get one of their meals. They had like this vegan meal with a salad, and then they had like this little thing French bar. Calorie count was on it was really low, but it tasted so good to my mind. And I said, if because I'm eating this treat, now you're gonna have to walk this entire store. And then I walked the IKEA for like an hour. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm offsetting the treat that I just had. And at the end of the day, when I had over 10,000 steps. So if I don't do my calories, my steps to offset anything that I'm eating, I just said I have to not eat it. And the struggle is just really retraining my mind and staying focused to do it, because this weight has been a problem across the board for me. Not only aesthetically, because I'm not aesthetically happy with what I'm seeing, but what it's causing me also do is causing me to not sleep well because it's uncomfortable. It's causing when my back and shoulder to have pains, to dry, so I'm sitting for too long, and when I'm sitting because of the weight, it's caused issues with this leg swelling. So I was like, you know what? Why am I torturing myself? I was like, you know what you need to do. And so I'm finding other ways to reward myself. Um, Instead of food, because I had a fat dad who taught me fat girl habits. And so when he was happy with me, he would buy me food, and when I was sad, he would buy me candy. And it's weird how your parents can really teach you these habits. And I had my mom who was a skinny girl, and then my dad who was a fat guy. So I have like both habits from both parents. But what happened is in my younger years it was fine because I was exercising and running. But when I went into a deep depression, it caught when the weight caught, I in more of my father's habits in my because it's more easier, it's comfortable, and and I did not realize how it would just be like a spiral effect. So now with all the projects that I'm working on, trying to go to Africa, um, writing this book, I work, I'm working 2 or 3 jobs. I was like, the weight definitely has to go. So once I started doing every day after work, I walk for an hour to try to soak up some sun. I get on a video, I do mirror work to talk to me about what I'm trying to accomplish, because for me, my mind is mind over matter, and I have not been exercising the strength of my control of my mind. Yes, once a year I do Ramadan, but it's for 40 days, and I was like, I need to focus on being more strict, and I did really well this Ramadan too, but I have to be more conscious of what I'm doing, because that one week, that one dessert, trying to treat myself, it doesn't work for me personally. And I noticed that once I started removing that, well, I'm gonna have this one week of just eating whatever I want. Now I'm noticing the weight is like the it's coming off of my legs. I'm not swelling up. Um, I notice I'm sleeping better. Um, and I'm noticing my pressure have started going down, because when I first started, even with change with before I even really started focusing on the weight, my pressure was like 191, something really insanely crazy. I was like, oh, my heart's about to explode, and it's still pretty high, but now I got it down to the 140, 145, 150 at the highest. So I'm still working on it. So I was like, let me continue to do the mirror work to let myself know what is important. My children are, even though they're adults, and they still need me, and they need me for a long time because eventually they're going to have children and my grandchildren are going to need me. And I was like, I need to stop playing. And I had to really think about my legacy. The best thing that I could give my children is for me to get a control of my weight, my life, my mind, my spirit, so that I can be there for them and their children. All the things that I want to accomplish are nothing if I allow myself to die over health. And that's what's happening. And a lot of this stuff, your pressure, borderline diabetes, all that stuff it's connected with the weight, connected to the food. And I'm a so-called vegetarian, so that's even more insane. So that means I'm not making the right food choices. I'm not eating at the right time. So I was like, I am talking to myself. I have to change my mindset, and and stop allowing food to control me. Allow food to be what makes me happy, make me sad. I'll stop allowing food to be my reward, allowing food to even be anything part of the equation except for nourishment. When I do something well, I need to make an accomplishment. Like I'm going to do like a bike ride. I'm trying to go back to what I used to do when I used to reward with I going swimming once a week. I'm trying to change my mindset with the reward. I'm talking to myself about why it is so important for me to change my mindset, thought process, how I deal with food, because I put way too much importance on food. I used to talk about how I love food, and I'm also focusing on my word sound. Like I'm not trying to do a weight loss. I'm trying to release the weight because um one of the things I realized when you say like loss is like you lost something, and when you lose something, what you try to do, you're trying to find it. So like I'm even working on my word sound power. So I'm no longer saying I'm on a weight loss journey. That's what I was putting it all over the place. I'm on the weight loss journey. I'm on a weight loss journey, and I realized that word loss. It's like I'm losing something. No, I'm on a weight release journey. I'm releasing this weight, and once I release it, it's gone. So I am really focusing on how I say things, how I put things out in the world, how I and how I receive it now, because my mind, when it comes to weight loss, weight release, is something that I'm retraining myself to do. And my relationship with food was a love relationship. Love, like I love this, I love that. You know, I'm working on my word sound even when it comes to food. I enjoy eating it at the right time when it's appropriate, but I'm not to the point where I just need food for all my emotions. And that's what I was doing. I was turning to food for my emotions. I was turning to food for my therapy. I was turning to food for my pain. I was turning to food for everything. And I was just like, that's a sick relationship. And I didn't even really pick up on it until recently. And then until I started really doing this mirror work and talking to myself and understanding what was going on in my mind. And then I was like, okay, I understand my struggle now. Now you understand what the issue is. And I don't know if it's for anyone else, but I know that's what it was for me. Now I was like, once I can, once I really it in my head, it will no longer be a struggle. I don't even want to even claim that word anymore. It's no longer a challenge. It's no longer nothing I'm trying to lose. I am on a mission to regain my power over food. I am here to retrain myself in how I deal with my emotions. I'm here to have a healthy relationship with food. I am working on the small things, and I just was like so happy that I started this process, and it's been, the whole process has been long, but this journey of me doing mirror work and actually talking to myself and retraining my mindset has really done a lot, because once I started putting it out, because I was saying it in my mind, but once I started putting it out in the world and talking to myself out in the world without any concerns of how I looked or how I was coming across, I started noticing that the universe started bringing things to me, people to me, energy and word sounds that I needed to hear, and I'm feeling a difference, and I'm feeling it physically, I'm feeling it mentally, and I'm feeling it emotionally. I know I just kind of went on a rant, but I was like, you know, I was going back and forth and wanted to do a live and even put this out for the world. But I figure if I'm going through this, somebody else is going through this, and um, I'm going through. I just feel like I just need to share it. I'm on this share mission. I'm on this mirror mission, and I plan on uh, my goal. I don't know if I'm ready to share my goal, but I'm ready to pursue it and put it in place. I was playing around. I was getting caught up into the whole, what was it? What's that thing that with all the fat girls are like, love yourself, body conscious thing. I was getting caught up in that. I was like, that don't feel good. I'm sorry. I don't care if you like the way you look. I'm going about how I feel. It doesn't feel comfortable when you're laying down. It feels like your chest is going in your neck and you can't breathe, and then you're sleeping and you wake up out of your sleep because you done lost your air. That happens to me now. Like I'm sleeping and all of a sudden I'm like, wake up because I lost my air. Yeah, I always find myself attractive. I don't see anything wrong with the way I look, but I don't like the way I feel. And so I don't care what anyone says. Weight, a lot of weight is just not good for you. It's dangerous. I want to have longevity. I will have longevity, and I plan on being able to run and play and chase after my children. I was trying to get out the car, and it took me like several minutes just to stand because my knees are popping because of the weight. All of this is just like my feet. I can't run right now because of plantar fasciitis, because when I stretch my feet, the what do you call it, the nerve endings get inflamed because of the weight and the fact that I have high arches and I'm stretching them too much. So that's all due to weight. So let me take it serious, um, and stop talking about what I'm going to do and just do it and be consistent. Stop trying to reward myself for nothing, because that's how I look at it now. I'm rewarding myself for nothing. When I have, because this is going to be a ongoing, I got the genes. This is going to be an ongoing subject. So I just have to retrain everything, what I consider reward. I may not be able to do the ice cream, but I might be able to make a smoothie. I just have to change my thought process around food. And other things I'm working on, and it's been a real mental trip, because it's a lot. It's more spiritual and emotional and all that than I thought it would ever be. But uh, I'm ready for the next level. I said, let me be a little transparent. I can't keep sharing all these things that I'm doing and eating and not doing the mental work behind it, to push myself to the next phase. But I feel very grateful that I got my pressure down. I'm so so grateful that, I'm not sitting down and then 5 seconds later my legs are swelling to the size of an elephant. I'm so grateful I can sit for long periods of time now and my legs don't swell up. That's like a blessing in such a disguise. So I am making some great landmarks, but I got more to go. So this mirror work has been really pushing me to the next level. And I suggest that anyone do mirror work. I think I just seen a message pop up. Let me see who just said. So I see a couple messages. It says, okay, African Queen. Hey, Giselle. Yeah, it's been a while. So, this is my other platform. So this is my platform. I kind of focus on um, dealing with weight loss, and um, I started this platform. I was doing the MLM when I was with It Works, and I was doing really well with It Works. I had my weight off. I had a team, and it was just really, it worked really well for me. So I was like, I the repatriation process is a lot, and this is part of my repatriation process, is getting my weight under control, getting my health all under control. So when I'm in Africa, I don't have a lot of the things that I'm concerned about right now while I'm here in the States. And I have been going through some serious stuff. So one of the things has been this whole mirror work that I started doing. I've been really sharing it on my TikTok, I think. Yeah. I've been doing most of it on my TikTok. Just, self-talk, trying to get my mindset together, and so that I can really get this weight off, because I have like literally literally 100 pounds I need to get off. And even when I lose the 100 pounds, I'm still considered overweight. So that lets you know how much weight I've gained. And I'm really shocked, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't hide it. When you look at me, you can see it. Let me see. What are you saying? Okay. See, I'm on my live on my phone. I've never done this before. Okay, I got you. I'm glad you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's hard to lose West here. It's hard to lose here in the West. I know with the food. And the thing was, Giselle. Oh, sorry. I'm holding the phone with my hand. The thing is, I didn't used to have a hard time with weight loss. It was fairly easy for me. It's always been easy for me until I'll say the last 5 years, 6 years, 6 years. I started struggling with it because of just my lifestyle change. I went from walking everywhere to driving everywhere because I was on the public transportation. I would walk to the store, I would walk to the subway, and then it went, and then I went from I had an MLM, so I was really focused on my products and my business and losing weight and getting results. So I was always, that was part of my business, just the whole weight loss. I used to go swimming every day and play tennis. I went from playing tennis every day, swimming, to not doing it at all because I had developed plantar fasciitis. So it was like my lifestyle went from high activity low and secondary. And that was, and then when our activity went to low and sedentary, I moved from the city to the suburbs where I did not leave the house. And I was just home. So it was just my weight just kind of gained, but it was the weight, depression, all that together. But I'm back in the city. I'm back to walking. I don't walk to work and all that. I do drive because I'm still working multiple jobs. But I spend an hour every day in the morning. I take my walk. I do it in the evening. Changing my mindset. I don't eat late. I did eat late tonight because Why did I eat tonight? I don't know. I just did. But I try not to eat after 7 p.m. I've been pretty good at that. Tonight I did eat a little late, but I've been trying to keep it in the habit of not eating after 7 p.m. And a lot of times I don't break my fast until 12 or 1. So with that being said, um, and I'm also drinking half my body weight in water. Now that's one of the things I really have to work on is drinking half my body weight in water. And half my body weight is about almost like 133 ounces. So that's like four 33.8 ounces, 8 ounce bottle. So I gotta drink about four of these a day. I'm struggling with that. Like today, I've drank two of those. So, I'm up there. Some days I do it, some days I don't. It's just the bathroom issue, like running to the bathroom and being a driver because, I do Lyft part time. It's a bit of a struggle. So I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking all this water. But, for the most part, I've done it. My doctor prescribed, like I said, an hour of sunlight. So I've been doing the gardening. I get up in the morning, I do my gardening so I can get in the sunlight. And these are the things that I'm trying to really work on being consistent with. Because for me to get up and go in the garden, I have to get up. So I'm, working on creating that schedule. And it's a bit challenging because between working a full time job, working a part time job, working on a book, doing my YouTube, doing videos, um, working, talk, I have a building group, all these different things that I'm doing. It can be a bit challenging and still try to be a good friend and mom. It really is causing me to really um, put things in perspective, get a schedule, and stay to it. So that's one of my works in progress is creating my schedule and staying to it because the more schedule that I have, I feel the more consistency I will have and the less that I would do emotional eating and bored eating and tired eating, just eating just to eat. Um, but yeah, it's a process and I was thinking about joining the gym, but I was like, nope, not yet. I got out of my gym membership when the pandemic happened because like we couldn't go. But I was like, I'm not gonna get my gym membership and I'm not gonna go and just go there to use the bathroom and to take a shower. So I was like, let me be consistent with the walking and riding the bike because when I get off of work, I get off of work around 6. Like I said, I walk then, and then I want to start trying to ride the bike once a week because I really love riding a bike and riding in downtown DC at night is so beautiful because there's a lot of people that are out, a lot of tourists, so that's a great way, and the traffic is not as bad. So I'm gonna try to start incorporating. I have a girlfriend who wants to ride back. I have a girlfriend who wants to bike ride with me once a week. So I want to start incorporating free activities that I can do on my own to exercise. I have a jump rope in my back seat, but I can't jump right now because of my knee. But I also have free weights, so I can start doing my some weights in my house. So I need to find the willpower to do it on my own without dishing out money in my pocket because it doesn't make sense for me to dish out money in my pocket, and I'm not going to be a gym rat. That's not my thing. I'm just not into the gym. I like swimming. I like jogging. I like tennis. I like those type of things. I like bicycle riding. I like nature. So I got to find from what to do these things. Also, Also check your local rec center to or at least a pool because when I go it's $3 and with you having it you like that. Yeah. Well the good thing about DC is all DC residents can swim for free. So all the pool, like if you go to the YMC, you gotta pay for that. But like all the DC parks and rec pools are free. I just have to make the time to get there and go because and it's a schedule thing because I do love swimming, but I know I will have to take time out. But I'm starting to because I was really caught up on the money thing because I was like, I gotta work, I gotta work, I gotta work because I was working 7 days a week. So now I'm taking off Sundays. I'm like, okay, just work 6 days a week. You don't have to work 7 days a week, and I can use Sunday as my day to do like go swimming, go whatever, nature walk, go bike riding. I want to use Sunday as a like a mental health physical day. If that I need to spend the time in the garden and gardening, that's the day I want to focus on doing it, and that's a good idea, Giselle. I just have to motivate myself and push myself to do it. Because sometimes when I wake up on Sundays, because a lot of times I don't wake up until noon, I'm like, I don't want to get up. I mean, like, I don't want to get up. I realize that when riding a bike, you have to get one that is less pressure when pedaling. I can get one that is easier to pedal with my knees to keep so that mine because you don't want to. Yeah, I bike. That's with my physical therapy. That's one of the things that they require me to do is ride a bike because that motion. Because I notice with the new place that I'm at, I have to walk up 3 flights of steps just to get to the shower. So walking up and down those stairs, when I first started, my knees was popping like pop, 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 and it was hurting. And I was like doing one step, one step, one step, one step. But now I can actually walk up the stairs. Y'all know that is like a handicap parking space you're going in. I'm sorry. These people around here, I live near like a bunch of clubs and restaurants, and these people be parking all kinds of crazy. But bicycling is something that I need to do because of physical therapy, and that will help with my knee locking. But it's my the mindset is changing, and I'm doing things better. Is what do you say? You have gotten into a routine now where I don't swim. I feel bad because my body is used to swimming now. So yeah, that's where I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I'm just kind of like feeling bad about like not bad, but where I'm just kind of like it's like breathing, you know. It's like breathing. I have to watch these people. Oh, they're delivering something. So that's where I want to get to is where it's just like I'm breathing. It's second nature. It's just something that I have to do. And I'm not there yet, but I would like to get there. Uh, just being really consistent and doing it regularly. There's certain things like I've gotten to like some small routines. Like one of the things that's very meditative for me is when I get up every morning, I go outside, I check my garden, and I sit out and I meditate. So I'm starting my habits. I have this app that I use called Habit Creator. I think it's called. I think it's called Habit Tracker or Habit Creator, where they do like they help you create habits from sleeping to eating to exercise. So I've been using this habit creator to help me with my habits. So it's been baby steps for me. So one of the things that the habit I have is uh, like at night I turn off all the electronics out of my room. In the morning, I get up and journal. I write my positive affirmations. I write my I ams. I write my goals for myself. I write my thoughts and process. I go outside. I do a little bit of gardening. I get up, I get dressed. So I'm creating small habits and I'm trying to add habits. And one of the other habits is drinking enough water. I'm trying to get in the habit of drinking more water every hour, getting up every hour, taking 250 steps. So these are the things I'm doing that's once I do a like now, I just automatically kind of, I've been doing them for a while, like certain things I just automatically and I do, like I get up and I walk around my office because I need to take some steps and things like that. You see, I saw another pop up. Um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading. I was told the stairs is good for people who have issues, as they told me with my torn. Anything that's torn, mine is kind of weight related. Um, so for me, when I went to therapy, like riding the bike was one of the things. So, um, and one of the exercises was something like stepping up and stepping down, but it was the way I had to do it. Like I figured you have to step up with the I forget how they did. It was like they gave me like certain way where I had to step up. So for me, using the stairs is not a bad thing. I don't have anything that's ripped or torn. Um, but it was all weight related. Um, yeah, I mean, it's bad when I have to have it in my life. Basically, I love to feel like I was meant to be a mermaid. Yeah, yeah. I definitely need to get back swimming because wait a minute, arthritis. What is this arthritis? Okay, got you. But I did end up having surgery with that one so far. Good ish. Good, no issues besides arthritis, no joke. My mom had arthritis. I'm sorry, I was trying to read it. My mom had arthritis, and yes, she was miserable. I don't want that, and I think my sister has it. But they told me that I may have arthritis, but it's just not that bad right now. So it's a process. But anyway, I just wanted to do a check-in. I'll probably do more check-in, but I am on the right path. I'm focusing on the mental because one of the things I'm realizing, the words that are coming out my mouth are very significant. So I'm getting rid of certain words when it comes to this new point that's happening in my life. No more struggle, no more trying, no more losing. I'm releasing this weight. I'm creating new habits. I am progressing in the things that I have implemented in my life, and now I'm ready to take it to the next level. It's step by step. It's a step-by-step process. I am sharing a lot on my TikTok, so if you want to go over my TikTok, you can I don't know if I have it in my bio or not, but I think it's TIEbyKidist. I'm not sure, but I've been sharing a lot on my TikTok, just what I'm eating, and my mirror work, because I maybe sound like I'm talking to other people, but I'm actually talking to myself, because I'm just like, sis, you can do this. You can get it together. You can do this. And I'm like, anyone who is going through this new adventure, I'm down for some buddies. I'm going to be on this page a lot because this is where I'm focused at right now. My repatriation process is working for itself. So my other page, I'm going to kind of chill from it for a minute because this is what I need to focus on: my weight loss, my business, making income. I'm writing my book right now. My sister uh, motivated me. She'll be here September 9th to promote her book, and I'll be going with her. So I'm working on my business planner and journal and a couple other books to get them out. So hopefully they'll be on Amazon at the end of the month. So I'm excited about that because while I'm going through this, I was like, oh, I could use a journal for this. I can use a journal for that. So I'm hoping for anyone who's going through a weight loss process, a weight loss process, and trying to do your business, doing your business and getting things in order. This planner, I'm praying will be a blessing to the Black businesswoman because that's who I'm focusing on, or anyone who is interested in doing it. So I'm working on that right now, and so I'll share it soon, and I'll keep making sure I share what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I'll probably post the trackers and the things that I'm using as well. I think I did a couple of videos on it, but videos are okay, but I think sometimes when you're transparent and you just share what you're going through, and I was having some struggles. I was having some struggles. I was dealing with a lot of emotional stress, a lot of depression, because going through a repatriation process, it's challenging. And then I was dealing with YouTube and YouTube weirdness because there was a lot of weird things going on YouTube. And I was like, what is happening here? So, but I feel like I'm back on track. I've been really, really doing the work. I have an excellent doctor who's really been on me about my health. She's prescribed me, like, she's like, I got you on cinnamon. Like, you're prescribing cinnamon. I love my doctor. So with her, she just like, Jane. She's like, I don't care how many if you don't get your mind right, you'll never, she got me straight. She was like, get your mind right, because all that is connected to your weight, to your emotions, to your spiritual. All of it is connected to all the, because I was suffering with the eruptions from my body and my face swelling up. All of it is stemming from your mind. And I know one of it is also, my work, my job. So it's a process. It's a process. So I am reorganizing my thought process on how to deal with challenges or obstacles or blockage or whatever. I don't receive it. Um, I'm finding other ways of handling it. And one of the ways that I'm not handling it is rewarding myself with food, making myself feel better with food, or just trying to block out, numb it with food. Because food, I didn't realize I was doing that with everything. So it's no longer a struggle. um, I'm winning that battle and I'm grateful for it. But anyway, you guys, have a good night. And thank you for chit chatting with me. I appreciate it. Um, this is Empress. This is my channel, TIEbyKidist. This is Global Green Book, but this is TIEbyKidist. Yeah. And we'll have a blessed night. All right. Peace.